A typical PCB is containing these many things which are shown to you through the screen now. Okay, which is a kind of uh, showing contents with respect to process, with respect to memory and file and so on. But we know that this list is not complete. So if at all I have to talk about the PCB, what exactly the PCB is? So PCB is a data structure maintained by the operating system to store information or important information about the process. So it helps the OS to track, schedule, and manage the process efficiently. Now, if at all we discuss about key functions of PCB, PCB acts as identity card for each process and is essential for process management, okay, memory management, resource management, inter-process communication, and so on. So if we have to talk about components of process, PCB rather, these probably may be elements. But if we want to be specific with respect to an operating system like Windows, ultimately we need to talk about then in detail what exactly the PCB in Windows contain. So like Windows maintains a data structure to store information about the PCB called as executive process block. So E process, which is a data structure storing information about a process. The Windows kernel uses this data structure to manage and control process efficiently. Now, if at all we address, say, okay, key components of PCB in Windows. So it first important element would be process identification information. PID, this is a unique number assigned to each process. So say, for example, when we press Control Alt Delete and when we go to this one, task manager, and if I click on this processes, you will be seeing multiple things that are shown there, correct? But PID is not shown here. Okay, if I go to say services, so the PID may be shown for the services which are running, but for every process which is running at that end, this information may not be shown. Okay, so to get so like you can go to again the way that we applied CMD. Okay, task list. Okay, you can see that like in this task list that is shown here, there's a PID added for every process, correct? And the way that this PID is, there might be another information which your PCB can contain called as parent process ID. This is the ID would be for parent. Okay, there can be different process handle table as well added, okay, which stores information like resources, files, registry keys, and so on, which are used by your process. It also can contain session IDs, and the session under which the processes are running. Say, for example, if we go to say terminal, you will see that the session name is added there, like what the session is, and there its respective ID also can be seen rather in the contents of PCB. Further, it also contains information about process states. Currently, we are not able to see those ones, but process state information like current state of the process, whether it is running, ready, waiting, suspended, or terminated, would be stored. Even the priority also may be added. Now, further to that, there can be execution mode specified, whether the process is running in user mode or a kernel mode. Okay. It also can contain memory management information. So base address, page table information address, or maybe heap and stack information. Okay. So further, it can contain information about CPU usage. Say, for example, if I go and say, for example, if I go to process and if I see the CPU, this information with respect to percentage is captured from there. Information about memory is captured from there. Resources also like disk, network, GPU, CPU, everything would be added over there. It also can contain information about security related things, like for example, who is the owner, what is the group information available, what is the context of security, what are the access tokens, and so on. Further, it can contain information about inter-process communication too. Correct. With respect to like whether are they using same shared memory or named pipes and so on. So these are the concepts we are going to see at later stage. Resource usage information also can be shown, like CPU, memory, IO, and handle count. Okay, so these all are part of the PCB on the Windows platform.